Going on? My name is Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you will not regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk about a story today out of East Cleveland. And it's a story about a daycare worker who physically put hands on a 5-year-old little girl who seemed like she wasn't doing nothing. But the thing is, the little girl had autism, a heart condition, and she had Down syndrome. Now, as someone that doesn't have a child with a disability, there are people out there that, have these type of children. And it's a hard thing to go through as a parent. But you want to give your child the best shot at life, and you want them to be as normal or have a normal life as best as possible. Sometimes you have to put children in daycare, which is a separate thing in itself, when you have to trust strangers to watch a child while you try to make ends meet out in the world. But to have something like this happen, it's unacceptable. I use that word a lot, but I mean, it shouldn't happen. And I'm gonna play this press clipping. I'm gonna play this video. We'll check it out. Now, it's unsettling, but it's not disturbing. So, I want to get that warning. But honestly, if this was me, I would have handled it a certain way, and we'll talk about it. And, in the comments at the end, tell me what you guys would do. Let's roll this clip.
Parent Leslie Ogletree describes this video taken on his daughter's tablet when she was at Triple J's Child Care and Learning Center in East Cleveland as unacceptable. In the video, you can see his daughter, also named Leslie, turn on a recording. She then holds up a toy, pretending it to be a phone. Then an employee walks over behind Leslie's left shoulder, leans over, and hits her multiple times. The employee yells, "Don't, get over there," then grabs her.
So she showed me the tablet, and the lady struck my daughter in the chest 5 times for no reason.
Leslie is 5 years old and has autism and Down syndrome. Ogletree says she also had heart surgery a few years ago and is still dealing with complications. She's allowed her tablet at daycare because of her disabilities.
And I just don't think it's fair or it's okay for somebody else to beat. I don't even whoop my child. So how you just beat my child like she was a grown-up?
According to court documents, the incident happened on March 15th, but East Cleveland police tell me the evidence is still being reviewed for charges.
I think the children's service should go in and interview them kids and ask them if they being hit as well.
I went to the daycare both Tuesday and Wednesday to speak to the owner about the incident, but I was told no comment. East Cleveland police says the employee accused of hitting Leslie no longer works there. They are not naming the daycare worker until they are formally charged. Ogletree describes Leslie as a good girl and thinks everyone involved at the daycare needs to be held accountable.
With these situations right here, it's about even the co-workers. How y'all just sitting there allowing somebody else to whoop a child that's not even theirs or whatnot. It's very upsetting with me.
I requested all incident reports filed at that daycare from over the past year, and none of the other incident reports include an assault on a child.
Guys, that was the clip, and it was very disappointing to see and disturbing as well. The man, I have to applaud him, the way he conducted himself on camera. You can see that him, his wife, or his woman, I don't remember if they said that was his wife or not, they're dealing with this. Me, on the other hand, I'm a little different. Yeah, the daycare center fired the lady, but I would have went up in there different. I'd still be in jail right now, and I'm keeping it straight real with you. I would have went in there and pound caked her face off. And it's messed up to say that, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, the reason why I would have done that is for the simple fact of this. You don't hit anybody's child that's not yours under any circumstance. That little girl is 5 years old, ma'am. I'm sure everybody in there knows about her condition. You can look at her and see that she has something wrong with her. Going through some type of heart surgery or something like that, That I know is on record at that place. It's no way somebody would conceal that as a parent, because when you have strangers watch your children, hear me out on this. You want them to know everything that can go wrong in an event that it doesn't go wrong. So you'll tell them everything wrong with the child that you have to deal with. They said she was still going through complications. You hit that little girl in the chest. She wasn't even doing anything. And I understand you can get frustrated with kids that don't listen or anything like that, but she's 5 years old. What do you expect her to do? Did you see how happy she was? Go back and look at the video when she got hit. She didn't even know what was going on. You know, I'm a deep thinker when it comes to stuff like that. You know, it could have traumatized that little girl. She's a cute little thing too. Look at her. What the hell is wrong with some people? You know, sometimes people say, hey, I treat your child just like it's my own. And they really mean it. Because there's a lot of people out there that beat the shit out of their kids for no reason. That's why you got a lot of serial killers. You got a lot of young boys in the street that don't care, don't have no love for anybody or anything. And that's true. So they said they fired the lady. Now they said that they'll say her name once she comes down, some type of once the investigation's over and she gets tried for a criminal. I mean, after the criminal investigation is over. But still, man, you shouldn't have hit that little girl, man. You shouldn't have touched her. She wasn't doing anything. She was happy. Leave her alone. I remember back in the day, if a kid was quiet, you don't say nothing. You let them do what they got to do. You know, now I don't know if they were trying to organize an activity or something, but it's different ways you could have dealt with that. You could have just picked her up. You know, called her by her name. You didn't even call her by her name. You know, it's a lot of other ways you could have did that. You couldn't have just put hands on her. You know what I mean? Nothing she was doing was worthy of any type of physical punishment. And that's the way I see it. I'd have choked her out. You know what I mean? I don't play when it comes to children, and I don't play when it comes to my children, especially something like that. I'm so lucky my children are older now, and I never had to witness anything like that in my case, you know, but people go through this every day. And I think this stuff happens a lot in child services, you know, any of these jobs with child services, because, you know, a lot of people don't train their kids at home, and not all kids are the same. So, you know, people pick and choose their favorites, you know, and some kids don't get the attention other kids get in these daycare centers. And other times, other kids need more attention than other children need. And a lot of times that draws the ire of the people that are supposed to be giving them the attention. Either way, the whole thing is messed up. Guys, leave me a comment. Tell me what you would do. Would you fire this lady up or what? But daycare centers got good insurance. I know they're gonna face some type of lawsuit. I hope all the books are in order. But that's it on this story, guys. Sad to see that. And yeah, I would have went to jail. I'm keeping it real. I mean, it would take some strong talking to me to not make me act a fool in there. As always, I'm Steve with the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Take care.